Tommy Reynolds has his gun out. He's pointing the gun, and all of a sudden, I see this woman.
They say it's on every single station. They're saying that Daddy died.
He said there was an accident and your father is no longer with us.
In real life, I'm not like that.
And the Mario test was disgusting.
One night I jumped out of a car doing 60 miles an hour because I was addicted.
Salute, Mob Tube. Yizzo, what's going on, everybody? Good evening, good evening. If it looks like I don't want to be doing this right now, it's because I don't. I don't want to be doing this, but I will be. I will be. And I guess we do have something to talk about today. I just changed the title like at the last minute. So, you know, I'm sure we're going to get a decent amount of people. And I'll tell you what's on my mind. Dave, Butterfly Kisses, Tom Sheehy, Miss Can't Be Wrong, Jesse Roth, Kieran. Let me see. Sally, Jason Mikesell, Ben 41. Did I already do it? No, I don't think so. Oh, shit. All right. I'm already second guessing myself. Edward Everett, Isaac FDZ, Michael Hensley, we love you too. OC, what up? What up? Midwest Mafia Productions. D. Gainey, you. Basehead Gigolo. Well, thank you. I love that beat. Soretti. I'm working but listening. Run, JC, you pussy. Yeah. We're going to talk all about him. Because when we were doing the first show, and I was in no fucking mood on the first show, in case you didn't notice. I didn't really care to even be on here. So I wasn't running with any of the information I got. I just didn't care. But word is that JC's channel is gone. Completely gone. And I did have somebody check for me before the show because, believe me when I tell you, I have no fucking idea how to find JC's channel. He changes the name every 3 business days, you know? So it's like, I don't know what the fuck it's called. The JC's Wonderful World of Horse Manure or some shit. Who knows? Anyway, no. I was a little irritated earlier. No, I'm still not ready, D. Gainey. I do not want to do this. No, I'm not feeling bad. I'm not in a good frame of mind today. I got a lot of shit on my mind. You know what I mean? And some days I wake up like this and I stay that way all day. You know, you guys can usually tell when I'm in a bad mood. It doesn't happen often. I'm usually very happy and feeling positive. You know what I mean? Energetic. But I haven't been drinking enough water. I take that fucking medicine. I'm halfway dehydrated. You know, this happens. I know why it happens usually when it happens. But I did my FZ 150 thing between shows. I scrubbed a bunch of sneakers. I took inventory of my sneakers. I still got to go through all the Air Max and Air Force Ones and Adidas and New Balance. But I took inventory of all the Jordans, you know, and when the ones that I had out, I scrubbed. You know, cleaned them up. Not like they were ever really dirty to begin with. Cleaned up the laces. Now I got to put the laces back in later. I enjoy doing stuff like that. It's fun. Sneaker collecting really is a hobby. It's a legit hobby. So, you know, I just wanted to lay around all day. I don't even want to go out. I need shit. I don't even care. I'm not going out. I don't give a fuck. So. Thank you, Benny. That means a lot to me. I really appreciate that. But I do have a fraud to make fun of, so that lifts my spirits a little bit. To sit down with Jeff Nadeau, Ronnie G has cancer. Wish him all the best. He's looking to be released immediately. We will see about the motion. Oh, great. More cancer talk. Thank you, Jeff. What the fuck is going on? Let me just end the show before anybody else brings up cancer. Good. Till next time. Bye. I'm just fucking with you. It's all good, Jeff. Ronnie G has cancer. I don't know what to say to that. You know what I mean? I just won't say anything. Also, Dom Sicali scammed big by ex-wife. I will discuss more tonight on my live. All right. Jeff is here to plug his show. It's all good. I'm fucking with you. Now, there you go. Watch Jeff and the Dude tonight. Not sure how many channels JC had, but I think his channel is called Mob True Crime. You mean you think his channel was called Mob True Crime? Yeah. Yeah, I think it was too. Not anymore. My take on this is very simple. JC obviously has, and don't get me wrong, there's no chance he has a social life or anything like that, but he does have at least one thing going on outside of YouTube, and it's a job. It's a job. And he makes no secret about his, identity. We've known, well, he tried in the beginning, but we found out. We know who he is. We know where he lives and all that stuff, and he made a big fucking mistake. Thank you, Muzz. Yeah, thanks. He made a big mistake threatening Michael Hensley. And not just threatening him, saying all the horrible shit he did about not just Michael's service, but pretty much everybody's service, anybody who served after World War II. He said some very disgusting things. He also talked about pissing on a Marine's uniform. Not just any Marine either, our Marine. Okay, so he fucked up big time. And yes, the things that he said in those messages could destroy him pretty much for the rest of his life. And he knows that. You know what I mean? He knows that. Listen, I could be wrong about this. Maybe he'll pop up tonight with a new channel and he'll even say worse things than he already has, if that's possible. I don't know. But most likely, he got some calls at his job, because I'm pretty sure people called every single fucking antenna place in Fresno and the surrounding areas, and he probably got a little talking to. Soretti said his Instagram is gone too. Oh, look at that. JC's gone. That's what you fucking get. Sure, Wyatt Earp, just please don't talk about cancer or smoking. Not today. You could always break my balls. I love you, bro, but not today, man. No C word, no, no talk about this horse shit. Just since earlier, the pains in my chest have gotten worse just because I'm getting so much more and more paranoid. It is? Are you sure? I think that's his old channel. Or I think he changed the name. That pissing thing literally ruined all his bitching about stolen valor ever. Well, not just that, but, now when he says stolen valor, it doesn't even mean anything because according to him, basically anybody who served since World War II is taking credit for nothing. You know what I mean? They did nothing according to him. So they were just suckers for our government, according to JC. So, we see how he thinks about people's military service. It's pretty disgusting. I do have a bone to pick with Joe Bag of Donuts, too. I don't think he's here, but I do have to say, yesterday I was very irritated and pissed off when we were talking politics, and he said that Tim Walz has stolen valor. That's fucked up. Very fucked up. And I heard J.D. Vance say it in a clip from Fox News later on last night. So I saw exactly where he got it from. He heard it. He repeated it. And, I asked the vet from our chat how he feels about that. And he said that absolutely no fucking way is Tim Walz stolen valor. He retired as a sergeant major, So we won't get into politics tonight, but that really pissed me off last night. Usually anything will just roll off my back, but that bothered me. Because, you're saying because you didn't see combat. That's what he originally said. A lot of people who served didn't see combat. So that minimizes their fucking, their military service? No. So anyway, we won't get into that, but let's go back to JC. Yeah, his Instagram where he ran his mouth to me is gone. Of course it is. But the good thing, Michael, is that you got screenshots. That's why, guys, anytime somebody does some shit like that, take screenshots because they will do everything they can to make it go away permanently. You know, take screenshots and stuff like that. You know, I'll give you one example. Well, anytime you see anything crazy, Jeff Nadeau, the night that Gianna Gotti left a horribly racist fucking Instagram post about NBA Youngboy and his daughter. When she left that, was it his daughter? No, not his daughter. He's only a kid. What the fuck? Who is he talking about? His baby's mom. That's right. She left that horribly, insanely racist post up for 8 minutes about NBA Youngboy and his baby's mom. Jeff Nadeau took a fucking screenshot of it, you know? And he was everywhere, Jeff Nadeau. He was in all time. How many different Jeff Nadeau, if you're listening, how many different people gave you credit for catching that? Like how many different publications? There were several. Screenshots are very important, guys. If I would have taken screenshots of everything fucked up anybody ever said or every threat that was ever made to me, I'd have to get 6 new phones, okay, just to keep all the fucking messages, all the screenshots. I'm sorry. I'd have to get something. I'd have to get multiple flash drives. I don't know what I would need, but I would need a lot more storage than I have now because there's been thousands of them. Let me see something. This is a JC channel right here. There's still a JC channel up. No. Hold on. There's one live. Oh, look, Mob and OCTV live with Melvin Farmer. Oh, yeah, he could definitely have us killed because he did a live stream with them, yeah. Just like I could have Vincent Piazza get me in fucking Tulsa King. You know, that's how tight we are because he was on my show. He can get me a role in Tulsa King immediately. All I'd have to do is ask. And he could have you killed by Melvin Farmer. All he has to do is ask. So, oh, shit, I just lost the fucking channel. Where'd it go? I don't think this was his main channel he's been using. This is old. It's got one live. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 videos. And a bunch of shorts. He did post his live from his house, or he posted the link for it to his Mob True Crime channel. That's the one that's gone. Yeah, he's got a bunch of links to shows from his other channel posted in his community thing. So his main channel's gone. So again, you know, there's a reason for that, and there's a reason his Instagram is gone too. He fucked up real bad. And the bottom line is, yeah, he had 3 channels at one point. Yeah, I know he's had several. If if he would have stayed on here and talked any more shit, it would have just gotten worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. See, people get lucky sometimes based on the fact that MobTube has a very short memory, unless it's about FBS. If it's about FBS, they're still talking about things I did when I was 7, and I wasn't even, it was decades till I actually reached MobTube. Anything they could bring up. If it's something I said about my childhood, they're still talking about it. If it's something I said the first day I ever did a show on YouTube, they're still talking about it, no matter what it is. Okay. Anybody else, short memory span, short attention span, they're not worried about anyone else. Sometimes Chicago and SoFlo, well, a lot of the time, SoFlo in Chicago, but not quite as much as me, So, JC, I guess people will forget, but that's just the way I see it. I don't know that that's true. I know the way I am. If you go away, I'll generally leave you alone. That's my thing. Although many, many people were pissed off about this. I was actually 5, Jesse. Call Cane Shades and let him know right away. He's got me. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. JC pissed a lot of people off, not just us and the people that are regularly in this chat, just people who saw this show or heard about the messages to Michael Hensley. You know, a lot of people, he talked about reporting Michael Hensley to veterans groups, you know, try to shame him to veterans groups. He talked about going after people's jobs, and he talked about it in a post that was actually a picture of Michael Hensley and his family, at least 2 members of his family. There was a bunch of threats in that post, you know. So he's in big fucking trouble if he keeps fucking around. There's no doubt about it. JC, my advice to you would be to just disappear. Just like I told Mr. Batters, disappear. Because none of us have to do anything, bro. You know the way it is. It's 2024. If you do something not unacceptable, like bashing a veteran, it's going to come back to kick you in your ass hard. At least it can, you know, and it'll follow you forever because people will follow you forever. Trust me, I know. I'll be followed forever. Maybe you will be too. And I don't mean physically. I mean online. Relax, everybody. So that's the issue you have now. And there might still be people who are pissed off who are calling or doing things to, you know, affect your personal life in some way. The thing about stuff like that is it's all legal. You know what I mean? It's all legal. Otherwise, people who, these Karens and shit, they'd all be in fucking jail. You know what I'm saying? They'd all be in jail. So, got to be very careful, man. Got to be very careful. You know, especially when you, I mean, the worst mistake JC ever made was telling people what he did for a living. Nobody would know otherwise. Well, there's those videos up. Maybe he didn't even tell us. I don't even remember. Maybe people just found those stupid interviews he did on YouTube and shit. It's no good, bro. It's no good. If I ever have to go back to work, nobody will ever find out where I work. I will not tell anybody under the sun, unless they, I don't know, hack me or something, find it that way. And I'll do everything I can to protect myself that way. You know, I wouldn't tell my best YouTube friend where I work. Just wouldn't even chance it. You know, but everybody knows what he does. He's done these interviews for different companies he's worked for and stuff. It's right there when you search his background. You know, all that stuff pops up. So you made big mistakes, bro. You harassed a lot of people. You attacked a lot of people, and you threatened a lot of people, and that's bad. I mean, anybody gets a call at their job that says, "I have proof that one of your employees threatened a Marine's life numerous times in private messages, and then told him his service was worthless, and he's going to piss on his uniform." It's all over. You are finished. You are fucking finished. For all we know, JC lost his job over this. I don't know. But it's not even something he could sue anybody for. It's not. It's okay these days. That's what happens. You know, you do something wrong, people tell on you, you get canceled. That's how it is. So, that's all I can say, really, you know. He brought it on himself. And trust me, he didn't just take his channel down for nothing. Now, that channel might just be dormant. See, there's a way you could delete your channel without it being gone. Like, if you delete your channel, it'll give you an option. Whether you want to, I forget what they call it. Like I said, you could do something to it so that it's just not visible. You know, or you can delete it completely. So if you pick that first option, then you could always put your channel back up whenever you decide to. I believe he probably did that. You know, I think there's a bigger chance that he did that than, you know, deleting it because, you know, Gene Borello is like his, you know, fantasy guy. He's in love with Gene, and he's got those videos with Gene. Well, you know, he might have just downloaded his videos. He probably did that as soon as he made them. And then maybe he did delete his channel. I don't know. I don't care. All I know is that if he comes back here and he fucks with me or he's threatening anybody in my chat or Anybody I'm cool with, friends with, he's fucked. That's it. Because that shit, I will use that shit until the end of time. I have the screenshots of those fucking messages. You know, and honestly, I mean, this shit should be put all over the place. TikTok, YouTube, and Shorts, those messages to Michael Hensley with his full fucking name on it. For real. Come on, man. But like I said, though, you know, the way I look at things, if he's gone, he's gone, you know. We'll see what happens if he comes back. But if he's gone, I'm satisfied. To be fair, my better half is a Prody. I don't know what that is. From a rough estate in Antrim, and we meet. Oh, what are you doing? You know, I don't know what you're saying, bro. Anyone ever looked up the lie about who Pizza's real father is? Well, I have it. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Is his name... Let me think of something funny. I don't know. I can't think of anything at the time. Is it something other than what he's told us? JC must have been smoking some of that good. Yeah, he fucked up real bad, man. I think, I'm going to tell you the truth. I think... oh, yeah. He used your beat, bro, that you made. That sick-ass fucking beat at the end of every video. To be fair... Oh, I read that one. I tried to anyway. What was I going to say? Oh, I think JC started doing other drugs. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest. You don't go from being douchebag JC who does everything behind the scenes and just makes clip channels that are basically harmless. You don't go from that to threatening to kill fucking people, you know, who happen to support another content creator, people who are Marines, people who never did anything to you other than maybe insulted you here and there, called you gay C. You know, that behavior is not, you know, it's not like, oh, JC all of a sudden became a tough guy. No, trust me, I know drug and alcohol abuse. That's coming from somewhere else. Most likely alcohol. Well, it might just be alcohol. You know, I know the shit I used to text to people when I was drunk. I used to wake up terrified of what I said to this one or that one. Oh my fucking God. Ex-girlfriends and shit. Enemies. Oof. My God almighty. You know, so I think, you know, that particular tirade was probably alcohol induced. You know, he got a little lit and decided, let me threaten to kill a Marine and let me use the names of I don't even know who Melvin Farmer and Ayatollah Marv are. I stopped studying the Bloods and Crips when I was like 13. I remember I read what was the guy's book? Monster Cody. I read his book, you know, when I was a kid and stuff. But you know, Colors got me all interested in the Bloods and Crips. You know, but I don't even know who these guys are. But I'm assuming one's a Blood, one's a Crip, or they're both Bloods. I don't know what the fuck they are. All I know is that you're using their names to threaten people's lives, and that's a whole other thing. That's a whole other thing. You know, JC realizes now that could be, you know what I mean? That shit could be sent to them. It probably hasn't been already, but it may have been. I don't know. Maybe he heard about it. If it did, I don't know. Like, in other words, maybe they got a hold of him if they have a way to get a hold of him. I don't know. He did some video with one of them or something. So, or maybe he's just terrified that people are going to let them know what he did. I want to let them know what he did, except I'm not going to, because I'm not going to catch a conspiracy charge if anything happens to him. You know what I mean? And I suggest none of you say anything to them either. So, but you know, there's people who will. So you got to be very careful. Got to be very careful. You don't name drop people like that, dickhead. You do not. You do not. Especially if, let's be honest, JC, if you just know them because you bugged the shit out of them to come on your weak ass channel or something, you know what I mean? And they were nice to you. You ain't got no fucking real friendship with anybody, bro. So. I have evidence Pizza lied about who his daddy is. Well, that's fucking fantastic. So I think it's fair to say Chicago's show tonight is going to be one you don't want to miss. Is that right? I don't remember. I don't even remember. All this because I called him gay C. Crazy. Yeah, this is, this stupid shit, bro. I would never in my motherfucking life, you will never, ever threaten somebody in text, whether it's an Instagram message, Facebook, X, I don't give a fuck what it is. The fuck? Well, did I freeze up there? I think I did. What I was saying is I would never threaten somebody in text like that, no matter what type of social media message it might be or a text or no. I would never. I won't even threaten people on here. I don't fuck around. You get charged just for threatening somebody, but that shit is forever then. Like people who have threatened me, not all of them, but many of them, I have screenshots of their threats with all their information, just in case anything ever happens. And somebody else has it all too, just in case anything ever happens to me, So I don't fuck around with that shit, and I don't. I guess just because of the way I live my life, I know what'll catch me a charge and what won't. JC's never been in trouble really, DUI and some other bullshit. He doesn't understand. You can't do that, bro. You cannot threaten to have somebody killed, and not only that, but then use the names of famous gang leaders and just literally talk about having two of the biggest gangs in the entire nation come after people. That's why I said, you can't convince me JC wasn't drunk. That's insanity. That is crazy. You know what Bloods and Crips would do in his area if they found out he's threatening people using their, names, gang names, whatever? You know what they would do? You know what I mean? But not just that. I mean, it's going to be taken extra serious. Like if Michael would have called the cops and said, hey, this guy threatened my life, the cops would already take it seriously because you can't do that. But then if he added, he said he's going to have the Bloods and Crips and he's talking about Melvin Farmer and Ayatollah Marv. You know what I mean? Jesus Christ, bro. That was a monumental fucking mistake. And then to talk about, bro, do you ever want to have a job? Ever? You talk about pissing on a Marine's uniform and you insult everybody who served this country since World War II. You insult them. You say their service was meaningless. Oh my God, bro. I couldn't even imagine worse things to say. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that these things he said to Michael may be worse than anything Tony Pizza's ever said. Tony Pizza makes blanket statements. JC made one too, but he also said to a specific Marine that he's going to fucking not only try to have him killed, he's going to piss on his uniform. Oh my God, bro. JC, what the fuck is going on with you? I'm telling you, there's no drug that will make you do something that insane other than alcohol. There's no drug that in other words, heroin has its effects, cocaine has its effects, crack has its effects. You know what I mean? Those are the main ones. They'll change your behavior in a certain way, whatever. It might be more physical than anything. You're all amped up, you're full of fucking energy, you're talking a mile a minute, something like that. It might have you nodding the fuck out. Okay, but the only thing that has you doing crazy shit like this, the only thing in the fucking world, and you can name every other drug there is on top of the three I named, there is nothing that is going to make you do shit like this other than alcohol. Nothing. It is the only thing. You tell me another drug that would make somebody do that the way alcohol would. Like when in other words, when you're drunk, everything is a good idea. Everything. There's nothing that doesn't sound like a good idea when you're drunk. Your inhibitions are completely lowered. You have no fucking there's no judgment there. You know what I mean? You have no real ability to decide what would be a good idea and what wouldn't, what would be dangerous to you and what wouldn't, what might get you locked up or what wouldn't. You're not thinking about that. You're fucking drunk, and listen, my thing is I've always been an angry, violent drunk. I told you guys that. So me, I would do crazy shit all the time like that. Not that, but like that. Because when I drink, I get angry. All the anger, and I'm sure you guys can imagine, I have a lot of anger in me since I'm a fucking kid. Okay, all that shit starts to come out when I'm drinking. So when I send messages, I ain't gonna say I never threatened anybody, but it ain't so much that as it is. Think about this. Even my worst enemies have said my words cut like a fucking knife. I remember I went after Lee one time and Angel hit me up and said, when you talk, you cut deep. You know what I mean? And anybody in my life will tell you that. I'm very good at controlling myself and not doing it to them, but they've seen me do it to people. I don't have to be, I 100% sober. I'll put you in therapy by the time I'm done with you. So imagine when you add alcohol and I'm not worried about any fucking thing. Oh my God, it's brutal. It's brutal. I told you, some of the people I hurt was just because how I acted when I was drunk at times. So this is drinking that caused this. I have a feeling that the next day, I could be wrong because of only one thing. That community post the next day or 2 days later that he made with Michael's family. I can't remember if he did that day, the day I did the show about about the messages he sent Michael. Because that'll throw my theory off a little bit. But I would venture to say that he probably woke up after he sent those threats. He woke up the next day or something, looked at what he sent Michael and said, oh no. And just sat in his room in his mom's house praying that Michael don't send him to Chicago Muscle or myself. That's what I would imagine. I could be wrong though. Maybe something just snapped inside of him and he lost his shit. I don't know. But I'm telling you, man, I know JC. For years now, I've known JC. I know how he acts. I know what he does when he's pissed off. I know that he's very passive aggressive. That's why he was a huge troll. People thought just because you see him and hear him that he wasn't trolling. He had 1,000 sock accounts. He had channels where he just trolled people. It's a huge fucking troll. Anytime you're a troll, you're passive aggressive. You're a coward. You know what I mean? And you got a lot in your fucking mind, but you're afraid to say it as yourself. So you say it anonymously. Or you say it through some, like he would try to really get at people through these funny videos and stuff, but it was out of anger. He hated people. I mean, he was never the type of guy that would do shit like this. Never. I've seen JC fight with dozens of people over 3 years. I have never, ever, ever seen him do something like this. Never. So you can't tell me that just happened. Nah. Pizza's not going to be happy I got grandpa. Holy Christ. Well, if somebody texts me and reminds me to watch Chicago's show tonight, I will. But lately, I don't know. I got a lot on my mind and I just can't remember to do anything. Guys, I'm going to ask with 98 people here, if people would be so kind as to donate, since I am entertaining you. We were just up. We had 112 or something. Okay, I'm sure we'll go back up. A lot of people watching and listening, entertained by my stuff now. The donations are gone for the last, week or so. I can't have that. As you guys know, I don't want to give you this lecture. If you're enjoying the show, fucking contribute, please. Thank you very much. Or if you enjoy my shows on a regular basis, they help you get through the day in some way. And I know they do. Or you wouldn't watch. Please donate. This is getting crazy again, guys. I got to sit here and hope Tom Sheehy and Frank donate enough. That's insane. I can't do that. I think because they give so much, you guys think it's all good. You don't need shit from us. I wish it was that way. It's not. Pizza was born in 1967. Oh, Pizza, shame on you. Well, that we know. But I'm sure you got a lot of shit we don't know. You see this flag? It matches my tracksuit. Jim Loked Out Crow. I crip walked on Just Dance for Nintendo Wii. What's up? Oh, in that case, bro, God, I didn't know they had the crip walk on Wii. When my daughter was younger, I had the fucking when she was like, I don't know, 9, 10 years old, I had that Michael Jackson dance thing for Wii. She loved that. I got all types of videos of her doing that shit. Did he write those threats with a straight face? Seriously? Like I said, I think he was most likely obliterated, but I don't know. He's been getting, more and more aggressive lately. Don't get me wrong, and acting tougher and tougher, but you can't convince me that guy was just high on some weed when he wrote shit like that. When you're high on weed, you know what I mean? You're like, you ain't doing shit like that. That is alcohol induced. And it could be a mixture of shit too. It could be weed and alcohol. It could be coke and alcohol. It could be crack and alcohol, meth and alcohol, Molly and alcohol. It could be anything and alcohol. But alcohol played a part. Joey Dimes, $5.50 for the other half of those smokes. Match. Thank you, guys. As you know, Joey Dimes is one of the biggest sponsors of this show, and he said match. So if you can, please match. And by the way, I didn't catch this at the end of the show, Joey Dimes. I actually have money for a pack and a half now because Dave sent $5.50 for the other half after your donation earlier today. I'm gonna give it a few minutes, guys, and then I'm just gonna end the show. You know what I mean? Because I'm not, how I am. I'm not willing to do this when things happen like this. I could be doing anything else. That's proof he's not street anything because nobody but a privileged bitch would threaten like that. Oh yeah, no. That's that's that attitude. That he can get away with anything because most likely somebody got him out of trouble his whole fucking life. Jesus, Casey, you're into eating a lot of different things, aren't you? Crayons, Vagisil. Well, you didn't say you ate that. You just said you heard. Okay. You heard? Did you hear or do you know? Why must he be drunk? That's giving him credit. Because JC is a somewhat intelligent guy. He's not street smart by any stretch of the imagination, but he's a fairly intelligent guy. He knows the consequences to that. When he did that, and plus, in his right mind, he would know a couple of things. He would know about the consequences that could come from the law. And even more so, he would know about the consequences that would come from me, Chicago, SoFlo. You know what I mean? So, I just don't believe he did that clear-headed. Yeah, of course. Well, the name-dropping thing, that doesn't surprise me. He always does that because he figures nobody will check with the people. But the outright threats of having Michael basically killed, unbelievable. Well, it's like you said, Chicago. It's something street people know, and other people don't. Like there's a couple of people that before I die, I will make them pay for certain things if it kills me, even if it kills me. You know what I mean? When the time is right, and I know I can get away with it, or I at least have a good chance of it. I will act on those things. Not until then. And nobody, I repeat, nobody will hear about it in advance, during, or after. Okay? No. Lee would pee his pants and then cry himself to sleep. Jesus. Antenna King is now a marriage counselor and solar panels expert to young newlyweds. Yeah. All right, guys, listen, man. I don't want to be a dick. I hate doing this. I gave it a shot. There's just no money coming in, so I'm not going to stay on any longer. But thanks for being here, guys. Sabrina sent $2. Thank you. Joey Dimes sent $5.50. And Boston J, $5. Antenna King lies, more stories than Mother Goose on YouTube. Now he opened a javelin limp-wristed throwing class. Guy cries wolf, but he starts it. Yeah, he starts trouble, and then when it comes back to him, he's a fucking baby. That's how all spoiled rich white kids from the suburbs are, you know. So, yeah, Joey Dimes, a Boston J, Sabrina Merrick, Dave from earlier. Thank you guys, I appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.